Alright guys, this is Willie with Team Wildcard Fishing, and it's going to be a little bit different. I'm sorry if the camera angle is kind of weird or whatever. I'm shooting it on my phone, and I'm trying to see what I'm shooting, so I got it kind of like a backward facing camera. So we're going to do a reel maintenance video. I like to do this at least once a year. I don't fish as much as a lot of people do. I mean, if I was fishing every day, I'd probably do this 4 times a year or whatever, but so I got me and Chris's reel up here, all our reels, and I've already done a bunch of them, but I'm gonna go ahead and kind of show you what I like to do, and you know, if y'all have any comments or ideas on how to do it, I mean, I'm all ears. This is just what I like to do, and you know, take care of your reels so that make them last longer. But, first thing I do, I go ahead and take mine off the rod. And I'll try to zoom up closer and show y'all, but this is not the easiest way to shoot a video. So I set my rod off to the side. I go ahead and reel this all the way up. Now these reels right here are I'm actually doing Chris's reel right now, and this is a Quantum Smoke SL100 HPT. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's a 7-to-1 gear ratio, and it's a great reel. I mean, it's a $200 reel. It's already super smooth, and they're a little nasty. I mean, you see certain parts, little nooks and crannies that catch more dirt and stuff. But things I like to use, I actually got some of these. You can get these at like Dollar Tree. They're like they're actually made for flossing, but they got like a little. Where's this? They got like a little bristle brush on them. I use them. Use Q-tips. Use rim oil. So I actually saw Justin Rackley, Lake Fork guy. I saw it in his video, and I started using that stuff, and so far so good. And then I use Abu Garcia Silicote reel oil. And same thing in the reel lube, like this is grease. So first thing I do is all these, the side with the magnetic brake, they pop off. So this one's got a slide piece on here, so you just release that and pull the whole spool out and everything. And this is really simple. Like don't let it intimidate you if you think, you know, I don't want to tear my reel apart, I'm afraid I'm gonna lose something. There isn't really anything you're gonna lose on this. So what I like to do is I'll take the rim oil, and I use this for cleaning mostly, so I'll give this a shot down in here. So there's you see that mechanism in there, that's where this pin rests, it goes all the way in there. So I'll shoot that, and then I click the bail over, shoot a little bit of this in the buttons, and a little bit goes a long way. Shake it off, spin it a couple times. Alright, then up here, the biggest thing is this worm gear. Like I said, it's hard for me to show you, but you know, when you spin it, the thing goes back and forth across the line guide. So what I'm doing is I get it all the way to one side, and I shoot it on that worm gear. Okay, when you buy these, they usually have grease on them. And I don't understand, like, grease is not, it's supposedly not good. You don't want to grease these worm gears because grease can hold dirt and stuff in it. So, and it makes sense. So then what I do is I get it all the way to one side again, and I kind of take this paper towel and I feel in there. And I try to wipe that worm gear off. I want that thing looking like it's clean, bare metal. And then I'll take this Q-tip and keep turning it and wiping it off. And then, like I said, any of these other little nooks and crannies in here, all against the reel seat, all that stuff, you're cleaning all that off. Give it a couple shakes. So once I get that all done, then I go and in this hole in there, I'll put some of the oil. The only time I use the grease, I'm doing that on the inside, and I'll show you that. But so once I get that, then I wipe this off. I wipe this spool off. Alright. And then the best thing to do to get this back on here, I'm not going to say it's a trick, but I take off a little bit and go ahead and run it through the hole, because it's a pain in the neck to get lined back up. So I got the spool back in there, okay? Spool's in there. Lines out the way. Got it. So then I'll take and I'll oil all the little buttons and stuff in there. Oil, oil, oil. So one there. Okay. Oil, oil, oil. Good. Alright, so then I take my magnetic brake side of my reel, and then there's the little hole in the middle there. That's where the shaft sits in. So I'm going to put a little oil in there. Put that on. Click it into place. So see, everything's back spinning like it ought to. Okay, so now I'm going to put my line guide all the way to one side and go in there, and I usually put about 4 drops of oil in there. So 2 on there. Get it to the other side. 1, 2. And then maybe about 10 back and forths. Get that line guide back and forth, get it in there. And then I look and see. Does it look clean? Looks like it's well lubricated. That's good. Alright. Easy peasy. Wipe that all off. Clean your reel all up. It does got kind of a scent to it, but then you take something like, I mean, if you got like a small flathead screwdriver or something, that's fine. But this little screw right here, most of them, like the Lew's reels, have like a port on them to open up. But that's this one's got like a screw, so I'm just using the back of this knife. Just it's like a flathead. So I open that up, and that is for the main gear drive in your reel. So that opens up. That's where I take the grease. And so what I do is I try to push it out evenly and where I can still spin the reel. So I try to spin the reel and squeeze grease in there at the same time. Just to get some grease in there. I know this is super hard to see, and hopefully what I'm telling you can kind of visualize most of it, but this is a really difficult video to make, and I don't think the lighting is really helping either, but that's about it right there. I mean, I don't know, what did that take me, 10 minutes? It's kind of one of those things that preventive maintenance can keep you from, you know, make your reels last a whole lot longer, keep you on the water longer, and you know, I mean, these reels $200 a piece. You don't want to be replacing them every couple years, but because all it takes is some sand or some grit to get in there, and you know, you're gonna have problems. But alright, this is Willie with Team Wildcard Fishing, and thank you for watching. Leave some comments. You know, check out our other videos. Let us know what you think, and if you got any better ideas, let us know about that too. Alright.